We are working on our most extensive train build we've ever done before, and I'm excited about that because with more trains, I'll be able to have more resources available to build stuff with than I ever have before. Last time we played, we set up this big train station here that's like, how many is it? I haven't actually counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like 11 plus our main base trains. It looks like 12 trains we got all on a single line, basically coming out to the desert to collect resources. So last time we set up stations for concrete mixing, copper mining, and iron mining. So I think the first thing I wanted to do today was actually start mining some iron, putting it in this train so that it's actually doing something. What's up, Stellar Cygnus? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a good one. So I guess the question would be, how much iron do we actually send? I feel like the answer would be as much as we can, but we should probably do some sort of math on this, so at least it's evenly distributed. We have, well, 4 freight platforms. So if I do a certain amount of iron per minute per freight platform, seems like one way to do it. So maybe I even set up a sign that says how much iron per minute we're sending. Do I have a sign thing here? Like, so if I did something like, I don't know, iron ore, I just leave it that color, I don't really care. And we say iron ore some amount per minute per freight car. Per car or something like that. He didn't have to work today, so he was able to tune in. Nice! Alright, day off from work's gotta be one of the best days you could have. Day off from work is the best. I know I enjoyed when I had a week off from streaming or singing or anything. So that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna go throw this in here. What if I planned on, let me see, I don't know, I'm gonna throw that in there. What if I planned on 1 full Mark III belt or Mark V belt per freight car coming in? What if we plan on something like that? I need to get some mining things on me here. Equipment workbench, workshop. We'll do a should probably do a Mark III miner, actually, if I want. Yeah, I should probably do the Mark III miner. Can I make a Mark III miner? Yes, I just need 3 of these guys. You love days off from work? They just don't happen often enough? It's quite true. It's quite true. I wonder... I mean, I guess that's why, once people retire, they're just, like, always happier. My parents are retired, and... I mean, they still kind of will, like maybe argue or stuff every once in a while, but they are pretty much just, like... just never doing anything important. They call that the golden years, right? Retirement is the golden years. So what is this? 720 a minute? Is that right? 780 a minute. Can I overclock you? Is a Mark III miner on a... Oh, it's only a normal node. I thought this was a pure node. How high can I get you? Can I get you to 720 a minute? 600 a minute is what that goes to. Okay. I thought I saw a pure node nearby. Okay, there's one up above that's pure. Pure. Impure. Normal. Okay. What is 780 divided by 2? 390. So if I use you doing 390 a minute. 360. I'll put you at 390. I would do 2 at 390 and combine them because there's a normal one right there. We can combine those two. I can connect to a power line on these guys, right? Can't connect more lines. Okay, autosave, please. What do you mean I can't connect more lines? Oh, I already have one over here. Didn't realize, okay. This guy right there. That guy right there. And I would do some sort of merger here. I'd bring it from this iron that's, I think it's to the, which direction is it? Normal to the west, yeah. So directly west, basically. Coffee Stain is no longer on vacation as of today, so they are back at work too. Nice, nice. I'm sure they definitely needed a vacation too after all their work to get the latest experimental and all their updates going. Sounds like they're making a real push for some good progress in their game. Alright, is this the iron right here? I believe this is the normal one right here. And I'm just going through a bunch of dirt here. Yeah. If the golden years are like the golden girls, you're cool with that. And I have a couple friends on Facebook who are always talking about Golden Girls. Like it's like their favorite older show or something. I wonder if I'd even needed to use a Mark III miner, but we'll see. 1, 2, and 3. You're almost finished setting up a transit storage hub for every craftable in the game. Now you just need to build every modular. Okay. I feel like that's the actual more difficult part, or the longer, the more extensive part is actually building all the modular factories for every item. But that's cool. Sounds like you're making good progress, though. All right, and so what was it? 390? 390. So I want this guy to do 390. 2, throw this in there. 390. So that'll be exactly 780 a minute from these two guys. Now there was a pure iron mine right up here, and I think I can get 780 a minute with a Mark III miner in a pure iron vein. Then you're going to finish phase 3 and actually start working with aluminum. It's crazy. It's crazy how people do things in different order. I didn't even start an extensive trade system until I'm just waiting on phase 4 to get going. But you're probably better at planning and organizing than I am. Let's see. These guys and 3 more miners. 1, 2, and 3. Mark III miner. Alright, so I want 720 a minute. 780 a minute. Let's see what we got here. 720. Okay, so it's just a little bit over this. So 780. There we go. And we go like this. So we just pass this underneath. And I'm just not even caring that we're going through the sand half the time here. So this guy will go into over here. And if I really wanted to, I could even... have 720 per input on each of these guys, which I might eventually do. I don't think I need that yet. But I should see a full Mark V belt going in here. Looks good. Looks good. And this guy needs a power. You had to take a break, though, to pace yourself to prevent burnout. You're enjoying playing other games, just started playing again today. Yeah, that's a good point. Burnout's a real issue in games. That's why I very rarely play games that I stream off stream, so I don't burn out on that game. Okay, so that's that. What we got here? We got a normal and an impure. So 2 impures and a normal. So I could probably get 780 between those 3 guys. Let's go get those 3 guys. Although I will say I'm really looking forward to starting up Spider-Man on Friday. And I have a feeling I'm going to have a hard time not playing that off stream if I really enjoy it, because I really... If there is one superhero that I will always... that I will never get tired of, it is Spider-Man. I freaking love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Well, maybe I swap to Mark II miners. I can only do 2 more Mark IIIs unless I make some more things. I should have got more of the miner building materials before I left. Okay, what if I do a Mark... Let's see, 2 Mark II. Yeah, let's do a Mark II on this guy, and then 2 Mark IIIs on the smaller, on the impure. See what we get there. So let me just make a bunch of these portable miners. 3, 5. Let's do 3, 6. Let's do 8 of these. If I had room for 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So we're going to do a Mark II on this normal and see how high, how much per minute that can do. 1, 2, 3. That gets up to 300. And I need 720. That's not going to be enough. I need this to be a Mark III then. I need you to be a Mark III. And this gets you up to 600, I believe. Yeah. So I'll only need 180 from the 2 impures then. So let's do this. Put a merger on this guy. This. I should have power lines to grab off from over here somewhere. Grab off of this guy. It's funny, my, you know, I find when I'm not streaming, I find other games to play that I don't play on stream to, you know, keep me from being bored. And my brother, with his new job, was like, man, I can't find a game to play that I actually want to play and relax. Until he started playing that ogre battle-like game called Symphony of War or something like that. And he had been really enjoying that game. So you got to find something that tickles your fancy, I guess, for your time off. You can just kind of chill out with. What's on the agenda today? More trains? More trains, my friend. More trains. My goal is to get every raw material being shipped on a train back to this big ol' 11 station train station. 11 stop train station, whatever. That's my goal. Alright, so 180. How high can you go? 150. Okay, so we will want... Let's do 90 here. There. So we'll do 2 at 90 is what we'll do. Because we have another impure we can grab from over somewhere. It is this guy north of here. There it is. Okay, so this will be a Mark II. This will be 90 a minute. There we go. So those 3 together will be 780 a minute, which is a full Mark V belt. What is up? Your cholesterol. Shogi stew. Well played, well played. That's depressing and also something old people say. So yeah, a sign that you're old is you talk about your aches and pains and diseases, right? To get in on this train, this morning I looked up on Google. I've had a really weird random pain in my middle finger. And I don't mean that as a joke that I'm going to flip you off. Like, I've had this weird sharp pain in my knuckle here when I, like, do certain things. I don't know if it's, like, actual, like, carpal tunnels, or if it's, like, arthritis because I'm old. Because I'm pretty sure I have arthritis in my, feet. That I've had that for a number of years. But it's like, oh, man. All right, I want to go underneath the train is what I'd like to do here. I'm going to go you here, even though it's going through the sand. I think it's going to look better if it goes through the sand, but not through the train. So that'll be merger. We'll go underneath the train here. Like that. So I'll join that train of, you know, old person pain. Your stress is up as well because I don't use my middle finger enough. I don't flip people off enough. Is that what you're saying? I'm pretty sure that's not the reason. I honestly think the reason is I play too many video games. It's actually, I think, if anything, it probably is carpal tunnels for me. Streaming all day, clicking with my fingers on a mouse all day, and then after being done with doing that all day, then I play more video games for hours. It's probably too much video games is probably the reason. Okay, that is too steep. Okay. Alright, then let's go down like this. And now it's not too steep. Like this. Like this. And we can throw the iron we picked up into here. Alright, so that is 3 720 belt a minute coming in. Do I have another pure iron I can do? I think I do. Impure, pure. This guy right here, directly south. That'll be the 4th car filled up at 720 a minute. And I have a feeling I have just not... Well, you know, I might have enough for one more Mark III miner, which would actually be exactly what I need. Are you the pure one? You're the pure. Beautiful. Carpal tunnel is more in the wrist. Shogi's right. Use it more, especially while driving. You have arthritis in a part of your spine and your ankle due to injuries, and you're only 32. Yeah, I was in my low 30s when I went to a doctor who told me I have arthritis in my feet. So, apparently arthritis isn't just for the old anymore. Okay, sweet. I have exactly enough. I just have to make one more miner. Although there are probably some people who think 30-something is old. Of course, those people are probably children, but still. No, that is not what I wanted to do. I want to do Mark III. There it is. Alright, we'll have to go back and get more resources before we do the next set of miners for copper, and then we'll need to do actual constructors for limestone. Okay. Here. Asking a doctor at Google is always a good idea. Asking, oh, Dr. Google, yes. Dr. Google will never lie to you. Alright, there we go. So we have 4 times 720. No, 780. Oh, wait, I need to actually overclock this to 780. I almost forgot. Honestly, Googling things is awesome. Like, I I had a pain in my foot for a while. I was like, I don't know what this is. And I was able to look it up and find out. Oh, I forget what it's even called. But I was able to figure out what it was called that I was having issues with in a way to get like a little brace to help keep my foot in a certain position so I wasn't getting a pain in the tendons on the bottom of my foot. I forget what that's called. Tinnitus or something like that. I forget. I don't know if that's the right word or not. Okay. So, do I have a train coming anytime soon that I can hitch a ride back home? That's one thing that's going to be pretty awesome once I have all 12 trains going. I can, like, hitch a ride back home at any time. Looks like there's no trains coming back anytime soon, so I'm just going to start running. We're just going to hoof it. Because I need a bunch more materials for Mark III miners, so... Autosave. 3, 2, 1. Jump! Do we fly? Because I was mid-jump when autosave happened. Kind of flying. Is that a train coming? That's a train coming. I'm running the wrong way on a train track. We're gonna doge this. And... Whee! Oh, that ship... Oh, that's our main train. I was gonna say, that guy's shipping something. That's our main train that actually is doing stuff. Yes, plantar fasciitis. That's the one. That's exactly the one. I couldn't remember what it's called. Tinnitus is an ear thing, I think. I don't know. Yes, I was dealing with plantar fasciitis for a while. Hey, we double-doge it, yes. We double-doge the train. So I got a little brace to help while I sleep, keep my foot in a position that would keep that from being as much of an issue, and I don't have that issue anymore. So hopefully I can figure out what's going on with my finger. I'm honestly a little worried it really is like I'm gaming too much, but I just don't even know. Okay, this is a long run. We'll go on this train track, because who knows, maybe we'll actually get a ride back home on the way. He said tinnitus, so he clearly has ringing in the ears from pain in his foot. The pain in my foot was so bad it caused ringing in my ears. That sounds like, what's that thing when people think they have a disease when they don't really? Because it's like more of a disease of the mind. What is that? They convince themselves that they have something. Not narcolepsy. That's when you fall asleep and can't control it. But it sounds kind of like that. What's that one? Hypochondriac. That's the one. Hypochondriac. You convince yourself of the disease. Okay. I wonder if I've ever known an actual hypochondriac. I don't know if I have. Dr. Google always tells you you have 11 types of cancer. Yeah. Well, when I looked up the pain in my middle finger, it's like finger fracture, a cut or bruise. What else did it say? Rheumatoid arthritis, which might be it. Carpal tunnels, potentially. Or carpal tunnel, I forget. It's singular, plural. And some other things that look horrifying. It's like, do you have blisters? Do you have swelling? Do you have? It's like, oh gosh. Now I'm worried it's some other things, even though I have none of those symptoms. Reading about it on Google makes me think maybe I do have these things. I feel like Dr. Google could make you become a hypochondriac. This train is coming. Well, we definitely get to see how much faster a train is than us walking. By the fact that I've been walking all this time, this train has already made a loop. By the time I'm almost back home. Or nerve damage, yeah, like... where maybe I banged my finger on something and the nerve is damaged or something. I mean, it's probably one of those things that will, like, go away in, like, a week and I just have to be patient. But it's been... I've been feeling it for a week and I'm like, it's not going away. Could be signs of arthritis. I don't know about early signs. I'm pretty sure I've had arthritis for a long time. But you had to stop playing games for a week due to carpal tunnel in your wrist? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've been playing... I think it's probably I've been playing too much City of Heroes off stream. If I'm streaming 6 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, and then after the stream, gaming another 5 or 6 hours, I probably know the cause of any pain in my hands, but doesn't mean I'm stopping yet. Alright, let's see here. So, what do we need for mining stuff? A bunch of modular frames and other things. So, my freight platform is that. Let me do a Q miner Mark III. If I want to do like plan for like 12 more. Let's get enough for that. So turbo motors and fused modular frames are the main things we're missing. Okay. It'll only go away when I cut it off. Amputation. Wow, that is some very drastic measures you propose, sir. Let's get one full stack there. Fused modular frames are here. I love to see that these things are all full. When our phase 4 stuff is still going at full tilt. So I'm glad to see all that's still going. I'm glad to see all the spaghetti is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Alright, what other things should I grab while I'm here? I have a decent amount of concrete. I'm going to need lots of belts. So alclad aluminum sheets I basically can fill up my inventory with. I should have a train that I take out to the different places to put materials on. The only problem with that is it'll get in the way of my other trains, but I might want to actually do that so I have more materials to work with. Right, where computers are here. This. Definitely want cables and heavy modular frames and regular modular frames, I think. This and this. How many of these guys do I have? I got plenty of those. Regular modular frames, 1, 2. Alright, what else? Rotors, I'll fill you up while I'm here. These guys. Make sure I have an extra stack of those, extra stack of these. Okay. That looks pretty good. Maybe some, yeah, cabling. That's what I wanted to get extra of, cable as well. This. Do I only have this many steel pipes? Okay, that's not enough steel pipes. Let's get rid of what? What can I... Oscillators. I feel like I might actually need some of those, but... I do not have enough... Look at all the stuff in my inventory. I don't have enough inventory space. Look at all of this stuff that I have. Let me throw these in here. And let's get more steel pipes. And that'll be the last thing we get for now. And then we'll hitch a ride in a train back to the desert. Or, to the desert where the horse with no name. Ba-dee-ba-dee-ba. Ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-dee. Horse with no name. Is that the name of that song? Just make use of your bypasses and avoid collisions. You have a train that has 4 cargoes that carries everything you need to build station rails to stop your modular builds. Okay, I will do that, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'll do that the next time I have to come back and get materials. Because the next time I come back... Right now I'm only building the miners for the 2 stations that I have. But when I need to come out here and build like 8 more stations, I think I will do that. So, this time I won't do that, but I'll plan on next time planning to bring a train with freight cars that is just completely stocked with materials we need to make more stations and miners and all that stuff. Speaking of middle finger, long, long ago, I used to flip people off using your ring finger. When they said, what does that even mean? You'd say, you're not good enough for a middle finger. Okay. Wow. That's simultaneously rude and more rude at the same time. That's like rude squared. You're not good enough for the middle finger. No, what am I doing? I can just build a train right now. I just build a train just to go faster. No train coming currently. Here we go. All I gotta do is plop down a train. I should have done this earlier. It's been a week since I played. I forgot that I can just build a train and immediately get in it. Not good enough for a middle finger. It tends to end the argument since you leave them in a state of confusion. A state of confusion, and should I be offended or should I be like, did he compliment me? Not sure whether I should be complimented or offended. Thank you? I mean, screw you? I mean, what? You know you have won the conversation if you leave your, you know, conversation partner in a state of confusion. Alright, so next we're going to go for copper. So our copper station is the second. Concrete mixing is before copper, isn't it? Okay, we'll see. We'll go to one of them. So we can see our iron station. Getting iron now. Go to the left. Go to the right, and let's go to the left. Okay, that's the merger. Go to the left here, and we go through the cave tunnel thing. All right, this is concrete. Yes, and I apparently can't stop fast enough. Stop. I can't stop. Stop. We'll do the concrete next. And hope I have enough materials to make all the smelting we'll need for this. Actually, what I should do, because basically what I want to do is 720 concrete a minute per freight platform, which means a lot of constructors. It actually probably means I want to do wet concrete. It's probably what that means. Which is, whoops. Which is refineries, not smelters. So maybe I don't want to do concrete yet, actually. So I'll have to figure out how many smelters we'll need. Not smelters, refineries we'll need. So 720 concrete a minute. I definitely don't have the amount of refineries we would need for this. How many would it be? Because I think wet concrete is our highest per minute stuff. 80. Yeah, that would be a lot of limestone. It is rude and more rude at the same time. Rand the poet. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's not do concrete yet, because this one's going to take some extra steps and a lot more materials. So I probably need to bring that train with a bunch of materials first. So let's go do the copper, because I think that one will be easier. Although, there's a lot of iron deposits out there. There's fewer copper deposits. Are there enough copper deposits that can actually get 720 a minute? 780 a minute from all these guys. I see so many normal and impures. I'm not seeing any pure coppers. Impure, normal. I think we got impure. That one's way the hell over there. The good ones are far away, man. Looks like I'm gonna have to bring copper from all over the place if I actually want to get 780 a minute. Well, let's start by, so this, we know this one will be 600 is a fully overclocked Mark III miner. 600. So I can get 600, 600. I forget how much that'll get me. So let's go start with this one over here. That's basically directly to the west. Speaking of poetry, yesterday, it was Cthulhu linked a poem about a poem written by a guy that's all about the many different ridiculousnesses. I don't know the right word for absurdities of the English language, and I read about 5 paragraphs. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty funny, but holy crap, this is a long poem. So good story, I know, but that's all I learned. It's basically a poem about how many different ways there are to pronounce the same letter combinations in English. Hey, what's up, Talotra? How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. All right, so this is a normal copper vein. We want to do a Mark III thing here, which means I need space for 3 miners. So I need to drop like 1, 2, 3 things on the ground. Salve omnibus et singulis. Is that Latin that you always say when you come in? Or is that some other language? Because that looks Latin to me, but I am no expert on Latin. Okay, there we go. Pick up these guys. Auto save. And power. Alright, we want to bring this over to here. Okay, so basically straight east. Try to make it so we don't mess up the ability to get water from this river if needed. This guy. Okay, I think that's concrete and I think that's copper. You're having a friendly gazing contest with the Abyss, thank you. And yes, this is basically greetings to each and everyone in Latin. Nice. We were talking a little bit about different languages, and I think we talked about Latin yesterday, so I was just curious. Friendly gazing contest with the Abyss. I don't know what that means, but it sounds dark. The Abyss. Hopefully that Abyss is not in your soul. Hopefully it's not the abyss of your soul. And it's like a video game you're playing or something. Okay, so I need to fully overclock this, and this will be 600 a minute. And I need to supplement that with 180 a minute to get to the full 780 a minute for this Mark V belt. You stare at the abyss and it shies away in embarrassment, yes. From the bleak, dark depths of my soul. Say hi to the abyss for me. Oh, Abyss says hi. Hi, Abyss. The Abyss and Shogi are old friends. I honestly might need to start finding more slugs for all these overclocking things I'm doing. How is my power, by the way? You know what? We're gonna have to do a power upgrade, I think, in the near future. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do a power upgrade. Maybe what I'll plan on is getting the oil set up. Oh god, no bugs, no bugs. Oh god, there's so many bugs. Maybe I'll plan on getting the oil set up. And then use that oil for some fuel power supplementation. Supplementary fuel power. Yeah, I'm actually going to keep an eye out for slugs while I'm out here, because I'm going to need more power overclockers. You rebuilt your oil factory and you had to farm more slugs for power, yeah. This build that I'm planning is... the train stations take a lot of power, and if I'm going to be doing some on-site... Well, I'm not going to really be doing much on-site smelting, but once I get all these materials back to our home base, we will be doing a bunch of smelting, and I'm going to need a lot of power for that. So I should keep my eyes out for these guys. I don't have room for you, so if I do this... do this... we pick you up. Turn you into a power cell. Power shard. There. Okay, so the next copper I'm going for. We got that one. We want this guy. Purity normal is... Hope I see a slug. I think it might be that over there. You're probably defended by somebody, right? I feel like I'm not seeing any of the animals or spawning in the desert that I should, honestly. I remember when I lived in the desert or set up my base in the desert, there were a lot more animals that spawned out here. Copper, okay. This guy and this guy. So we do this. And we do miners. So I need to drop again. 1, 2. Actually, I think I even need to drop one more thing. Take 3 of these and then to dig out this copper. You know you can ping for slugs with object scanner? Yes. Yes, I know. I know. I know. Animals had a mass extinction event on your world, except for those annoying beetles that pop out from the plants. Yeah, actually I did just see those. So I see those, but none of the other types of animals. Okay, so we want to go that way. And then we throw the copper into here. And then we go like this. 600 a minute. Okay. Got a power line over here. Beautiful. This. This. Okay, and this guy's going over to here at 600 a minute. This way. Hopefully Coffee Stain can figure out what happened. Yeah. They'll get it figured out. They know their stuff. Okay. Go through the sand. This. So these are now currently at 600 a minute, and I want them to be at 780 a minute. So each of these two guys, I need to supplement with an extra 180 per minute. Okay. All right, so what do we got next? We have copper up here, that's normal. Okay, so that'll give me another 600 a minute. Let's go get that one. I'm going to need to bring power over there. Let's see here. What direction is this? It's basically north-northwest. Oh, do I actually see it? I see it right over there, yes. Okay. There's so much iron out in the desert. So much. Which is awesome, but I kind of wish a couple of these iron deposits were copper, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Okay, so that's copper. I need to drop one thing on the ground to make room for 3 lines. 1, 2, 3 of these guys. Three. Minor mark 3. Okay. This guy. And this will be 600 a minute if I overclock you. There we go. This is going to be so many raw materials, which is great. But I'm going to have to actually do something with all these raw materials. That something being smelting to start, but... means I'm not going to run out of anything to do while I wait for the Phase 4 stuff to get done. It looks like one of the Phase 4 things, those motors or whatever they're called, or those are going to get done, like, way earlier than everything else. Way earlier. The rocket propulsion, or whatever they're called. Okay, so we're going to do something like this. Like that. Okay. This and this. So that's 600 a minute. So that will also need an extra 180 a minute. And then what do we got? So we got an impure. So what I could probably do is use like these 2 impures to supplement these 2 guys. This impure to maybe supplement this guy. These are going to be some long belts. Let's see, are there any more copper things down here? No. There's a lot. There's a pure over here, right? I thought I saw pure copper somewhere over here. That one's claimed. Impure. Impure. Man, there's so many impure copper things. Okay, let's go to... oh, that's cool. It shows little circles for the different nodes off of the nitrogen gas thing, I guess. I wonder... I know there's a couple more things up here. I should set up a radar thing up over this way. Let me go do that real quick. Set up radar so we have radar coverage over the entire desert. Which what would let me to do that? Would this be tall enough? I probably needed to be more over this direction. Is that what lets you see this much of the map? Okay, you can actually, you see this circle? That is actually centered on this radar tower. Ah, there it is. This radar tower. So I need one more radar tower over like in this area, and that will let me see the rest of everything, I think. So I'm going to set that up. Radar towers are really nice. They're a little, I bet they're like 30 megawatts, so a little power hungry, but they're very nice to just let you see all the nodes in an area of the map. And the higher up they are, I think the more range they see, I believe. But yeah, radar towers are super cool. Okay, so I want to be over in this area. It was interesting that even though animals have disappeared, the radar still counts as if they are there. Radar can scan for animals. I guess maybe I didn't know that because I haven't really ever used it for that. You definitely need to get those. Yeah, they're unlocked. That's some tech tier, maybe tier 3 somewhere. little bit further to the east. If we can find some raised terrain, maybe on that little raised area there or something. I think you saw them in the map, you just haven't gotten the high-speed connectors yet? Yeah. Definitely a cool thing to use once unlocked. It took me a while to actually start using them, but now that I'm kind of expanding out more on the map and trying to get more of those resources, it's really, really nice. Yeah, like there's copper right there I didn't see. There's the ones that's showing up on the radar, and it's under, I always forget, organization? Yeah, there it is, radar tower. I knew I needed crystal oscillators for something. I need 20 crystal oscillators. Can I make those? Crystal oscillators. I can make 10. All right, if I go get some quartz crystal, I can. I knew it. I knew I should have gotten a stack of those things. Frickin' knew it. If you click on the radar on the map, it shows the animal count. Ah, okay, interesting. Alright, there's that quartz right over here. I'm just going to go manually mine these real quick to get enough to make a radar tower. I think I'm already running out of materials again. I gotta say, Mark III miners are stinking expensive, that's for sure. Oh. Oh, I see. My my to-do list has way too many items, so it's going off the screen. So I thought I had got enough stuff for everything I need, but I think some of the other materials are down below what I'm seeing. So I kind of messed that up. Let me throw a quick actual miner here. Or two. I should just left this. Let's go like that. And I will go like this. And this. This. And this. You guys mine. I had 20 crystal oscillators. I don't need to mine or craft anything more. I thought I needed 30. I need 30, not 20. So I do need 10 more. What do you get if you archive the thing for what you are waiting for? Archive? Or do you mean this little list, the to-do list? It tells you how many items you need for that thing. It just tells you how many you need for that thing. This will just manually make. Quartz crystal. Did I not just pick up a bunch of raw quartz? I thought I just picked up a bunch. Maybe you know what? I put it all in there is what I did. Was it 30? You thought I said 20. I need 20 because I had 10. So, I was doing quick maths. I needed 20 more. I was only able to make 10, which put me at a total of 20 when I needed a total of 30. I don't know, I'm just spouting out numbers. Don't trust what I say. Let's see here. Oscillators. Man, these things take a lot of this crystal. Okay. Give me this. Give me this. And this. Yeah, now I currently have, what, 22 oscillators, and I need 30 in total. I should have picked up supercomputers when I was back home. It looks like I'm gonna finish up the copper mining, then I'm gonna have to go home. I'm gonna have to make a train that carries all the materials I need. Nothing else to it. Just need to do that. This guy. There's your problem. I did math. How was anybody supposed to know? I know, right? Silly me. Math on stream. We all know it's a mistake. Rookie streamer mistake. Such a rookie mistake. You mean phase 4? What do you get for phase 4? Oh, completing phase 4. Nothing else unlocks. That's kind of the end of the game right now. This game is still in early access, so that is an end game, I think. So it will. Completing phase 4 is beating the game, even though, you know, you don't really beat games like this. You play until you don't want to play anymore. Memes play memes is having a seizure. Okay. You're still high on the singing stuff we did yesterday, eh? Alright, let me grab... Okay, that's actually perfect. You've been doing your vocalizations, I see. Also called arpeggios, that's right. You're in the middle of your second big factory rebuild. You finish your train setup and logistics hub, and it's wonderful. That sounds awesome, Lighthorse. There's a bunch of content that the devs still haven't fleshed out, like Mercer Spheres, Sam Ore, and the top of the elevator. Yeah. Oh wait, that wasn't... Yeah. Yes, that is correct. That'll leave us with no raw silica on us, and we only need... Why is my brain not seeing what I need? That. Alright, there's our 30 things right there. You know what? I'm going to just leave those miners there, because once I'm ready to come pick up, mine the quartz, we will go do that. You do get a gold mug in the awesome sink when you finish phase 4. A gold mug! There you go. You beat the game and get a gold mug. What a great reward. It's like, you've worked for us for 20 years. Here's a $50 watch. Wow, I don't feel like that was worth all the effort at all. Ooh, that might be a thing I haven't got yet. I'm gonna go place this scanner, and then I'm gonna go get that hard drive that I haven't gotten. This and this. Everyone's always so vain, talking about arpeggios. What about their arpeggios and your arpeggios? I do not get that reference. That must be an English pun that I don't understand. Alright, so... radar tower. Floor is too steep. There we go. Oh, is that a play on hour? R equals hour? Oh, wow, I did not catch that. Okay. Alright, now I can see the entire map, and I see we got an impure copper vein, which is not all that useful, but okay. Hour. Yeah, I did not get that that was a reference. That was a play on R being hour. Okay. You're back, your phone died. Abyss asked me to remind you to remind me to keep well hydrated and get enough sleep. Thanks, Abyss. I'll do that right now. Abyss, always looking out for us, folks. Oh, I don't even have to do anything. Beautiful. This, into the MAM you go. Into the MAM you go. Bam. Beautiful. Any materials on the ground over here? Looks like no. Okay. That was a nice, easy one. Does the mug actually help you, or is it just a cute decoration? I'm pretty sure everything that is a cup. There are many. I think there's at least 1 or 2 coffee mugs I've seen in the Awesome Sink, Awesome Shop. I think there's something you can hold as a cosmetic. Yeah, just like the basic mug. Yeah. Or you get a Walmart is proud of you trophy. It sounds like the worst present I could think of. I don't even want Walmart to be proud of me. God. Yeah, our blue line going above the gray line is not a good line. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna supplement this guy with this guy. So I need 180 from this copper. This guy over here and have a really, 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 really long belt. If I have enough stuff for that. Alright, so this would be a, I need 3 portable miners. You haven't stepped into a Walmart since 2019? I probably have once or twice, but I avoid it like the plague after working there for 2 years. Walmart is just a nightmare. After you've worked at a Walmart, you never want to go in a Walmart ever again. It's probably true for a lot of people working at a lot of different places. But Walmart is my place that I just want to never ever go into. Because I just feel my soul being sucked from my body when I enter a Walmart. Alright, so we're gonna, that's 180, that'll supplement the guy that is basically straight west from us. I shop at Target, even though it's more expensive, to avoid the soul suckiness of entering into a Walmart supercenter. The soul suckage that happens when entering a Walmart. Hashtag not sponsored by Walmart or Target. Funny, I said avoid like the plague. Your main reason for not stepping in Walmart is because the people who ignore the pandemic tend to shop there. But yeah. It's a good reason to avoid it too, definitely. Walmart is proud of you. They give you a discount for the next weapon buying. Yeah, the Walmart I worked at, had a firearms place. You could buy guns there. It's pretty normal for Walmarts, at least in Texas. I'm curious. I actually don't know if you'd get a discount on buying guns, because you get an employee discount at Walmart. But I don't know if you get an employee discount on guns, because I've never bought one. You go to Costco, Target, and local groceries. There you go. Got a couple coal guys there. Sorry to anybody out there who loves Walmart. But if you worked at a Walmart, you'd probably feel the same. This is one long belt. It's funny that I'm using such a long belt to bring something to a train that's supposed to be, you know, keeping me from using as many belts. Pretty sure I've gotten this one, but let me check. Ooh, I'm gonna just pick up these materials now that I got inventory space. Yep, got this guy. Sure, screws. Don't want to leave free stuff on the ground. You all know how much I love my free stuff. Alright, is this the copper one? Yeah, this is the copper one. So we're just going to merge onto this belt right here. Merger. You got the touch! Here's that song. Love this song. Alright, so that's 180, so that supplements this. So this is now 780 copper a minute belt. Okay. So let's see. I can use this one to supplement that guy. I can use this one to supplement that guy. So let's do those last two. And I'm still missing one 780 a minute thing, but I think I'm running out of materials. So I just need to go back home, get a train, and stock it with stuff. Stocking stuffers. Stock it with stuff. I'm trying to think if one impure would be able to supplement two of these guys. I don't think it can. Merger. And this guy will just make the long belt. No weapon, not even a true US American. Okay, sure. Yeah, we're not even gonna have enough belts for this. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll see, but I don't think so. You don't own a gun either, nor plan to. Guess you're not a true US citizen either. Talking about all the sensitive topics today. Not loving Walmart, not loving guns. Makes me think of the America. What's the South Park thing? There's like Walmart, F yeah. No, F yeah. That's America, F yeah, right? Where they have the meme of the bald eagle walking around with stuff in his arms. All those American things in his arms. It's great.
I strongly advise
when you arrived in Texas, they handed you a hat, boots, and belt. Did I misplace you at mine? I don't know where you entered Texas, because yes, I misplaced mine. I also entered Texas when I was 9 years old, so if they're giving guns to 9-year-olds, I mean, maybe just Texas things, but that seems like another issue. Yeah, America World Police. Okay, so I have enough for one more Mark III miner. Maybe I can make 5 more supercomputers to do the last one that I need. Let's see. 3 of these guys. Maybe I outgrew my starter assault rifle. Must have. Must have. Starter assault rifle. Jesus. Okay. Can I do a Mark II on this, actually? Can I get to 180 on a Mark II? No, I can't, so I have to do a Mark III on these guys. Okay, that's what I thought. This. 180. Okay. Yeah, and oh wait, no, there was a closer one. Wasn't there another closer copper one I was going to supplement with? I guess maybe it was this normal guy. Although with this normal guy and this impure, I'll probably want to supplement this with that impure and do this normal to get the 4th one. Okay, but I don't actually have enough materials to make another Mark IV miner, so let me power this guy and then run home Jack. Run home Jack. And we're gonna make a train that's gonna have a bunch of crap ton of materials we need. You thought they start off with a BB gun. No, apparently according to Flurchin, it's your starter assault rifle. We don't start out with that pansy-ass BB gun around here. Although I did have a lot of friends in middle school who had BB guns. And here's a short story time with Rand. My friend Tim, who had a BB gun, I played with it one time. Our man is done. And there was a trash can that he had that had a little hole in the bottom of the trash can. So my stupid 6th grade self went, I'm going to shoot this BB gun through this hole in the trash can. So I stick my head and my body in the trash can, hold the BB gun right up against the hole, and be like, okay, I'm gonna shoot right through the hole, and of course it goes ding, 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 hits me right in the forehead. I probably could have shot my eye out. You know, you'll shoot your eye out, kid, like Christmas Story. But that's another reason why I don't have a gun. I would probably shoot myself. Hashtag Rand Plays. You know it. You know it. That is probably not how you're supposed to use, you know, guns. Even kid BB guns. Today that would be a fail army video. Okay. You were just thinking of Christmas Story? Yeah. Pretty much. It's a funny story. Glad you liked it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to make little offshoots. I'm probably gonna only have... Yeah, maybe I'll put like 2 freight cars on this or something. I can do a little bypass off the my main offloading station. I'll have to do a second bypass so I can park there when I need to pick up materials. I am not super experienced with guns, even when I was in 6th grade playing with a BB gun. You're kidding about the Texas welcome. The only difference is the speed limit going up to 75 miles an hour. Yeah. And it's so weird in Texas because when you go on highways, going from Dallas down to Waco, in Dallas, I don't think it ever goes above 70. Maybe there's a few small areas where it goes up to 75, but on the stretch of I-35 down to Waco, it'll go up to 75, then it'll go back down to 70 in random places. So it's not even consistent where it'll be is 75 miles an hour. So strange. I don't know if it has to do with whatever county you're in, and that county has a different maximum speed limit or something. I don't know. I wonder if there's any... I wonder what the highest speed limit in the U.S. is. I wonder, are there places that allow for 80, 85, 90 miles per hour? I actually don't know. Or is 75 like the national highest speed limit? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bypass on the bypass so that I can park my train on here. So let's do a bypass on the bypass. So if I go like here, am I doing it the wrong direction? I feel like I'm doing it the wrong direction. Should be there. There it is. So basically I want to do a big turnaround here. Is what I can do as a bypass. Can I do that? Maybe if I go, let's see. Where's this guy? It's right on that edge. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That should be right. Montana has 85 in some areas, if you recall. Okay, safe but prudent in Montana, right? Austin Bypass Toll Road has an 80-mile-an-hour speed limit. It was scary in your Hyundai. Looks like it's now 80 in Montana, Nevada, South Dakota, though. Okay, interesting. So there's a max of 80. Okay, not bad. Not bad, not bad. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I can do that and then merge onto here. There we go. So this can be a little bypass I can use. And I can park my train that I'm going to load up right here. And let's do 2 freight cars. Can I manually load a freight car? If I just do this, it puts that there. Okay, cool. You will say you're on the East Coast and everyone on I-95 thinks that 95 is the speed limit. Literally 90 miles per hour, you're just keeping up with traffic. Oh, that's pretty crazy. California, some areas are definitely, you're too slow at 80 though. Yeah. Okay, let's put stuff that I have a crap ton of in here. So like concrete. Let's put like, let's make it so I only have one stack of everything. And then I can go load up on more stuff. Because I need to load up on stuff is what I need to do. So, what do I need for... Let me change... How do I edit my to-do list? Let me get rid of... all this. And all this. I don't know how I got equipment workshops on there. Train station. Miner Mark III. Okay, so I want... So I need a lot of steel pipes, supercomputers, and some other things. Okay. Take the train stations off for now, just so it's the miners. Okay. All right, let's go load up on some materials here. Yeah, almost halfway done with the item, one of those items, one of the phase 4 items. Can I even get over? I can't even get through here. There you go. Almost halfway done with those, God, what are they called? Check all these things. These guys? No, assembly director things. What are you guys? Not the magnetic field generators. Thermal propulsion rockets. These are 1 a minute. So, these are definitely the guys we're making the fastest. Alright, and I have a feeling some of these high-end materials are actually going to not keep up with that eventually. Well, right now they're keeping up pretty well. Sort. Okay, let's go with like 1 more stack of those guys. Turbo motors. These guys are not being made very fast, so I don't want to take too many of those guys. 2 stacks of batteries. I don't know if I need them for anything or these guys for anything, but I just basically want to get a bunch of junk that I think I need. That. Definitely need more copper for refinery stuff. Basically, I'm grabbing stuff that I think I'm going to need for my future builds up here. Definitely need more supercomputers. There. Got these crystal oscillators that we didn't have enough of last time. This is probably one of the few things I don't think I actually need more of. Those guys. Basically, I'm going to load up on everything. Just get a load of everything. Get a load of this. Just load up so that as long as we have our train, we have enough materials to make plenty of stuff. Is suggesting games an advertisement? You're asking because you found an indie time travel game recently. No, I love getting suggestions of games. I always say I will never guarantee I'll play your suggestion, but I love getting suggestions for new games to play. Let's see, and if I do store all, it should max out all those stacks. That's good. Like yesterday, 0MPHZ kept telling me I need to play, what was that game? Star Sector? And like I loaded it up yesterday and I'm like, this is just not my type of game. Like, I know I tried this before. It's a top-down space shooter, and that is just not my genre. So I'm like, okay, I tried it again. I now remember why I didn't ever plan on playing this on stream. This is completely outside of... It's out of my wheelhouse, as one of my choir directors used to say. Not in my wheelhouse. We're gonna need at least one more of these guys. Can I get... I'm gonna move you up. We're gonna need another storage thing here. Right there should give us room. So one more of these guys. Beautiful. But what I do say, if you want to suggest a game, you can tell me about it in chat. But if you want me to actually look at the Steam page, send me a whisper, or it's called Whisper on Twitch, right? I think it's called Whisper. Send me a whisper on Twitch with a link to the Steam page. That's the best way to get me to check out a game. Because I don't really look at things during stream. I always look at them, you know, off stream. 2, 3. I just need this entire takeoff thing. I need this entire thing. I'm going to actually just fill up on those. That. Probably never need those, but just have a stack of everything. This is a shopping stream. Speaking of Walmart, I'm just pulling stuff from the shelves of Walmart right now. Okay, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy I'm going to just mainly be filling with these alclad aluminum sheets. Since this is the thing we use, the single item we'll use the most of since we just do so many belts. And honestly, pulling all that from my storage is probably going to spike up my power usage. This is going to get a bunch of machines that were probably backed up, turned back on, won't it? Nothing crazy, I guess. But no, I don't consider you suggesting a game as an advertisement. I don't think that. Alright. Alright, where are the alclad aluminum sheets? That's where I stopped here. Okay, we got those guys. Got those. One stack of that. I don't even think I use those to build anything, but the one thing I think I won't need is the thing that I'll wish I had at some point. I just know it. One extra stack. Computers, we definitely will need a number of stacks. Bam, bam. Extra rubber will definitely be needed once we start doing pipes. Yeah, rubber, not plastic. Oh, you got Awesome Sync set up in your logistics area, and it's insane how many tickets you're getting now? Nice. Nice. Yeah, how many tickets do I have now? I have a crazy amount of tickets too. I have like 170 or something. I haven't checked since my last stream. I think that's what it was, the last stream. Let's go fill it up with this. Let's go check. How many tickets am I at? 186. And I've bought everything in the Awesome Sync I actually can buy. That's or Awesome Shop that you can buy. That's not a consumable or a resource item. Every recipe I think I've built, I've gotten. I need to check my MAM. I forgot. I have no sense of organization for all this stuff. I'm just throwing stuff in these trains here. Every game you recommend to me, I did already have a playlist of YouTube. Sad. Why would you be sad? That would be like a surprise. It means you can now watch me play that game you recommend. Alright, alternate fuse frame. Seems like that could be useful. Alternate and fuse uranium cells. Probably would never use that. Let's go ahead and get that. Heat fuse frame. Seems pretty good. Was that using fuel? Interesting build. You've already bought everything the Awesome Shop has to offer except trophies up through Phase 3. Nice. Yeah, well, I guess I haven't bought trophies either. Is that in the way? I want one more train. Or one more freight car. Okay, hopefully that's out of the way. Cool. Still giving a green light. Hopefully I'm not stopping any trains from being able to get through here. Oh, I am. Ha! This train actually can't go, I think, because of this guy. Let me back this up and see. Huh. I'm stopping both these trains, apparently. How is that being stopped by us being here? I see a green light there. Alright, it doesn't really matter because we're not using those materials anywhere, but this kind of lets me know I need to make this bypass bigger. That's okay. You can just... You can wait there. Oh, that stops our main train too? What? Okay, I need these trains to not all be stopped. I need that guy to go. Then I can clear the way for this stuff. Uh-oh, am I gonna derail if I bump into that? Why won't that guy go? Oh man, all of my trains are stopped by this. Okay. If I do this, will you go? There we go. Short-term solution. There. I need a path signal? Oh, really? Okay. Okay, and that guy's not gonna go until I move this guy. If I go here... There we go. Now he can go around. And that guy should be able to go around, right? Okay. Well, hey, we got to see our train signals working correctly, so that's cool. Right. Where that guy goes, I'm going to back this back up. Path signal, eh? Okay. I think I'm going to mess with this more later. I don't want to mess with it anymore right now. I just want to fill up this last freight train that I made. Now if the other one's back up, I'm not too worried. As long as our main... I didn't want this train to be unable to come to the station because that's bringing me materials for things we're making inside of our base there, so... Inside of our factory. I'll have to make a better... offload state, or a better bypass to park the train later. Okay, I was at, where was I? This stuff, plastic. Okay, I think I got a couple more of these guys. Motors, I think I got some more motors, yeah. A couple more. Some of these guys. These guys. Those. Bunch of these. More of these guys. Okay. AI limiters. Level 1 extra stack. I don't think I need that many heat sinks, but okay. Alright, so we're gonna load this last train, and then I'm gonna load up my inventory, and then we'll go. Because I'm slowing down every... Oh, yeah, this guy can't go here right now. Ha! I am messing up my trains by parking here. I need to back up and get off this thing that I can deconstruct again. You've been playing with pass signals on intersections with a block on the exits. It's so satisfying when it signals correctly. Can you tell me where on here I would need to do a pass signal for this to work? I would love to make that work better. I would love to make that work better. Do I need the pass signal, like... I don't know. I just don't even know where it needs to go. Okay, this. Motors, this. Okay, so one more group of items and we should be good to go. Do this up a little bit. That's not gonna matter. Let's just get our last group of items, then we'll move and we'll no longer be messing up our trains. So this large amount of items I've just picked up should allow me to be out and work on building more trains, more miners, and more other stuff for a while, hopefully. 2 stacks of quick wire. I'm gonna need a lot of cables. That should be good. I put a bunch of concrete in there before. Let's get a bunch of extra. Concrete cables and alclad aluminum sheets are probably the things we'll need the most of. There. 1 extra stack of screws. 2 of that, and then definitely a decent chunk of these guys. Okay, we have a lot of everything, I think. Is it enough of everything? Probably not, but we have a lot of everything. Let's go move our train out of the way so we're no longer blocking anything. Come on, ride the train, the choo-choo, ride it, woo-woo! There's some good old 90s. I mean, was that even good? I don't know. It's old, and it's 90s. I do want to have the screws on me. Do I have the copper wire on me? Let's just do that. Let's see, store all. Let's make sure all of our stacks are full. Store all. Store all. Store all. Good, that looks good. Okay. I could go get more materials, but I want to get this train off of this rail because I feel like it's screwing my stuff up. I feel like the one thing I do need to figure out more with trains is path signals. We tried to mess with it last time, found out we didn't need them for what we were doing. If I have another bypass over here, though, with this intersection, I probably do need to figure out how path signals work there. Okay. Man, how's that for a beautiful scene? A flying guy right over our train. That's cool. Every entrance to the intersection should have a pass signal instead of a block, but at the exit to the intersection you need a block. A temp fix for my current issue would be to make sure my long train is in a separate block that does not signal the other trains trying to enter the block. Yeah, that's what I need to do when I park this thing at stations. I need to make just a separate area that's on a different block, so it's not blocking other guys. I'll try to set that up when I go back later in the stream. I feel like we're gonna, with all the materials we have on this train to go build more stuff, I probably won't go back to my base for a few hours, but when we go back to my base, I'll try to fix that. Back in the day, you thought that song was great, then you listened to it again recently, you thought your younger self was an idiot. I listened to, my Christmas caroling group does this stupid rap. Yes, I said rap. When people request Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, it's like kind of the most ridiculous song people can ask for, so we have these stupid rap for it. And the kind of changed up rap that we wrote uses Who Let the Dogs Out, and it's Who Let the Deer Out. And I went back and listened to Who Let the Dogs Out, and my god, that was a stupid song back in the 90s. So bad. So bad. Alright, so for now, I'm gonna go off on the copper guy here. Oh, actually, I'm not going to go off anywhere because I can't stop. Oh my gosh. There's a tree right there. Okay, we're going to go backwards. You had a lot of problems with trains, something about which way the station was facing and not working. You still don't understand. It's taken me some work to get a feel for trains. Okay, what I can do is I can do a little section right off here to park. It's kind of a nice middle area. So we're going to make a little section off here, turn it into its own block, and that will allow my train to be off and not mess anything up. Which way do I want this to go? I want it to go off this way. So if I go like that, if I now move this here, will trains be able to get by? That's going to be the question. I could probably figure out the answer if I look at... Whoops. Oh, I gotta go back. Damn it. I gotta go back and go off that switch. Wow, going backwards on an incline is really hard for trains, apparently. Okay, where's the arrow? There's the arrow. We do that. This guy says currently green. If I go into it, it should turn red. I go right. If I put a block at that signal, I think this will make this a safe place for me to be off the track. So let's go check. Because currently, I think this is going to say... I think this signal is going to be red. Is that correct? You are... Yeah, you're red. If I put a block signal here... Is this green? That's green. So it should be able to get by now, right? Because it can't go to the right, but it should be able to go to the left. Do I need to extend it a little bit more, you think? It's going to be in the ground a little bit, but whatever. One of your friends hated blue, so naturally when he was driving and it came on the radio, it would be turned up louder. You're talking about the I'm blue, Abu Di, Abu Die. Alright, so if I do that, just to make sure, if I put another block signal... Here. Is this green or not? That's green. Okay. I think that means they can go by now. I think that'll work. Going through the ground is gross. Well, I'd say it's temporary, but I have a lot of belts and stuff going through the ground, so sorry, Flurchin. Sorry. Can't help you there. Okay, so what am I doing? Before I was so rudely interrupted, I was working on getting copper into the copper mining. On a split off, it is going to have part of that intersection as a block. I think the way I have it will let trains go by. Because all the lights on this track are green. So I'm pretty sure this will be fine. But yeah, I agree. Going through the ground's kind of gross, but I don't care enough, Flurchin, to not... to fix it, basically. I don't care enough to fix it. Alright, so we're minor Mark 3s, so extra turbo motors we need. We definitely need more of these guys. Eventually, I'm not going to be seeing this stuff, like, ever, so that's why it doesn't bug me too much. Because if I don't see it, how could it bother me? It probably does bother some people out there. They have to know everything on their in their world is clean and nice and tidy. Okay. I don't think I'm going to need electromagnetic control rods anytime soon. I definitely don't need quick wire anytime soon. This much of it anyway. I can throw some extra stuff here. Okally dokally. Do I have rubber on me? I don't think I do. I know I have rubber here somewhere. Oh, I should have dropped off the Mercer Sphere and the Summer Sloop. Well, okay, I can at least throw them into here for now. Okay, so let's go get copper. I'd love to see a train come by here to see if they're all working. Are all my trains moving? That guy's moving, that guy's moving. Okay. Currently, I only have 3 active trains, so they're all moving, so that's a good sign. Okay, so the last thing I want to do, I was supplementing all these copper guys. So yes, let's go finish this guy over here. Get 780 copper a minute. So it looks like I supplemented that guy. I need to supplement this guy, which I need impure for that. Am I auto-saving right now? Okay. Impure. So if I go to this one and go across, I can supplement this guy. Let's do that. So we're going to put a merger onto here. And prepare for more grossness, because we'll probably be going through the floor. Flirting. Prepare for gross. Okay, that copper's out here somewhere. It is, okay, yeah, this direction. One thing I don't want to have happen is my train tracks and my belts going through each other, so I am kind of having my belts go underneath tracks. Even if that means we're going through the sand. Pretend it's a tunnel. That's all I can say. Pretend it's tunneling. Should be getting close to it. It's over that way. Okay. Huh. I wonder if this is the copper that's right directly below all my refining over here. Hey, what's up, Morflux? How you doing? That's a cool emote. Yo! Good greeting. Yo! Here it is. This is copper. Okay, right here. Oops. This. Mine this out. Not too shabby. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Chilling out with Satisfactory is always a good time. Alright, so I need 3 miners. 3 of these guys. We are working on a ginormous train setup. Which I have a good amount of the station set up, but I need to actually... I'm now building the stuff that the trains are transporting. So a crazy extensive mining setup all over the map is what I'm working on. So this needs to be 180. This is a Mark II miner. Damn it. This. That's what I meant to do. This. Nope. This. And this. And do I have any copper on me? I don't. Okay, so this needs to be 180. Beautiful. We have power lines over here I can grab off of, I believe. Yeah, just grab from up here. That guy right there. That's fine. You made that. Oh, is that from your channel? Morph L2 Yo. Okay, that's really nice. I like it. Okay. So that should supplement that. So I wanted to mine this guy for 100 for 600. Then I'll need to supplement that with something else. So I could supplement it with this impure to come over here. Man, I'm just crisscrossing frickin' belts all over the desert. But, you know, that's kind of what you have to do if you're trying to collect all the materials in the desert. You gotta just have belts everywhere. Is that this one? I think that might be this one. Are you impure copper? Yes, you are. Okay, cool. What I'll do is I'm just gonna bring this right over to the normal copper. That will be 600. We'll put this in at 180, and that'll be the 780 we want. Okay, so I need 3 more of these guys. You're apparently over the 130 mark of stations placed. Your ore hub are a large part of that, though. 130 stations. Train stations? Wow. That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. Alright, so that should be 180 a minute. Plug you into power over here. That is a lot of stations. I can see why you were having to avoid burnout and having to take a break if you have that many train stations. I cannot imagine the time it took to make all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this over like straight west, then we'll connect this one to it, and that'll be 720 or 780 a minute. Then we go there, and then we will have 4 copper freight cars receiving 720 a minute or 780 a minute, which is way more than I could probably actually use. But the whole purpose of this build is just to overdo it, to make our trains work, make our trains have something to transport. You have 2 freight platforms per station. The only long trains you'll have will be fluid wagons. Nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about how I'm going to do some of these materials that there's... I'm doing copper and iron first because copper and iron have the most... I think they have the most deposits available. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do things like coal, which is like all over random places. I feel like I'm going to have multiple stops for coal. 1 for each freight car to have enough for what I'm trying to do. That's kind of what I'm thinking about as I build this, is as I go to the next thing, how am I going to actually get a decent amount of these items with the ore deposits so spread apart. And it's probably going to be multiple stations. Like, one station will fill up the first car, another station fill up the second car, and have like 4 different stops kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking I might have to do. Do resources have infinite durability? Yes. The only thing that limits them is how rich the vein is. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Let's go maybe 1 more stretch further, then we go south to... There it is, right there. The only limiting factor is the richness of the vein, and that determines how many of that item per minute you can mine. You require more Vespine gas. You require more minerals. You have not enough minerals. Alright, 3 of these guys. Have I done nuclear power in this build? I have. I have 2 nuclear power plants going. That was a couple streams ago we set that up. It's not the cleanest build. I've kind of gotten what I've called senioritis near the end of this, where some of the more complicated builds I've just been like, it's gotten a little spaghetti. I will admit, it's gotten a little spaghetti. But we are dealing with the nuclear waste in a way that we are putting plutonium, the end byproduct of it is plutonium being sent to an awesome sink. But we do have some nuclear power. However, we still have a theoretical more power usage than power created. I'm going to have to do a power build, a power upgrade, sometime in the near future. You must construct additional pylons. Alright, so let's go to this. This will be 600 a minute. This will be a full 780 a minute once we connect these two. You know, I said I have all these materials. I bet you I still don't have enough aluminum, alclad aluminum sheets for all the long belts we're making. Can never have enough. Merger. You know what? Mark 4 will be plenty since this is only 180 a minute. So we can do that. This belt does need to be the Mark 5 since the whole point of this is to make a full 780 Mark 5 belt to send to our station, our loading platform. But yeah, nuclear power is definitely its own crazy animal, that's for sure. So this playthrough is the first time I've ever gotten to Phase 4. And have worked with... I hadn't even done aluminum before this playthrough. Playthrough has been a number of firsts for me. First time working with aluminum, first time getting to nuclear power. First time making as extensive a trading station setup. First time is making as extensive fuel power setup. So we've gotten a lot of good stuff that we've learned about and made this run. So I've been enjoying it. But we're getting close to the end of this for sure. Probably once Phase 4 finishes is when I'm going to call this, since that's considered the end. That's like beating the current content. Yep, out of aluminum. So probably it's taking a while on the... What's the slowest thing? Probably those things on the left. What are they called? Assembly unit things or something. Probably be like 4 or 5 more streams to complete all that. Think your next power is going to be fuel plants? Yeah, that's a main big source of power for this build, that's for sure. I don't think my nuclear power is even a fifth of what my fuel power plants are providing for us. Fuel power is probably the workhorse of a lot of people's... This is copper, right? Yeah. I feel like fuel power is the major source of a lot of people's satisfactory power plants. Alright, let's go on to the tracks. This. Over to this guy. Go up to here. Beautiful. And if I'm not mistaken, that should be 4 freight platforms receiving 780 copper a minute, which is super overkill. And there's no kill like overkill. So next, while I'm over here, I should do the limestone. So this is going to be a challenging one. I don't think I'm going to get 780 limestone per freight car here. I just think that's too much, since I'm going to be smelting it or mixing it or whatever here. You don't imagine conveyor belts lasting very long in a real desert? True, the sand would probably just tear those apart. You had to redo your fill plant to expand it to triple your power off of the same nodes. You didn't make it the most efficient the first time around? Yeah. Limestone's going to be crazy. Let's see what limestone we have available. Normal, normal, normal. Impure, impure. Well, that's kind of crap. I don't have any pures. Normal up there. Normal. Normal, impure. Really? The one pure is way the hell over there. Okay. Well, how much can I get from, what is this, 3 normals and 2 impures? 3 normals and 2 impures. God, the amount of power I'm going to need just from refineries for this is ridiculous. What's the most power efficient way to turn limestone into concrete? Standard recipe is 15 a minute. The wet concrete is what I was planning on. That's 80 a minute. I definitely don't want to add rubber. Interesting, there's a silica one. 25 per minute. So this is a 3-to-1 ratio. This is pretty efficient with concrete amounts. You have 896 fuel generators in your first save. 500, 396 total. That is crazy. It really does look like wet concrete is the way to go. Silica one is a waste of quartz. It feels like it. It really does. And rubber? Why would I ever use rubber in a concrete build? Like, seriously. That seems so inefficient. Wet is the way. Damn, that's going to be power hungry. All right, well, let's start building refineries and just get an idea of how much I could actually do that's not ridiculous. Because this is going to be a lot of refineries, and luckily we're set up right next to water. Although I'm still going to need some decent amount of piping to make this happen. Probably I have the water coming this way, and I orient these guys like this. Let's actually go back a little bit more. Freaking autosave. I swear I feel like my computer's going to crash every time it autosaves out of nowhere, right in the middle of me placing something. You're going to have a wet concrete modular at your next modular build in the checklist? Yeah. Okay. So the outputs, let's have them be like here. Compare what it would take to make 80 with standard recipe versus wet. It's not that bad? Okay. Well, I guess the real thing is, what's bad is how much concrete I think I wanted to make, and I just don't think I'm going to be able to make that much. Because if I wanted to do as much concrete as I was doing copper and iron, 780 times 4. 3120 a minute. I don't think I'm going to do that much concrete. Maybe I do 780 divided by 4. It's like do 195 per minute for each of these guys. So in total, we have one full Mark V belt or something. Autosaves are right and important. Okay. It's 5.33 constructors to equal 1 refinery. Gotcha. Gotcha. So it seems like maybe it is more power efficient for this then. Of course, I don't remember how much a constructor uses, so. So 120 limestone a minute. With Mark III miners, I'll be able to get a decent amount of limestone. I probably should figure out exactly how much limestone I get access to, though, before I decide how many refineries I do. Copy. Paste. So let's see how much limestone we actually have access to. Normal and an impure. Let's go put a Mark III miner. Completely overclock it and see what we can get from that. And we're basically seeing all the limestone that's available out here. Where's this limestone? Okay, we're going towards the impure. Right over here, okay. I see a slug. I'm gonna go grab the slug since we're overclocking everything so much. Need them slugs. Honestly, I don't know that I have enough slugs to overclock everything I would need to for these builds. So maybe I just plan on overclocked Mark III miners for all these guys, maybe. Man, how much is in this thing? Jeez. Okay. Right, one of these. And one of these. Go. 1, 2, 3 on these guys. There. We turn slug into a power thing. Okay, and we do Mark III miner here. Okay. 120 minutes from a... Is this an impure? $300 a minute if I do that from an impure. Wow, that's... Okay, so it's 600 a minute from a pure fully overclocked, 300 from an impure overclocked. Okay. So our max that we could get from over here is 3 normals is 1800 plus 600. Excuse me. Excuse me. 2400 a minute limestone we could get access to. 2400 a minute. Okay. That's a lot of limestone. We need a lot of water. I think that'd be about 2,000 water a minute or something too. Thank you. Sorry I didn't mute myself. Sneezes, they come on like a thief in the night. Never prepared. So, I said 780 a minute in total. So if I did 10 of these, that'd be 1,200 limestone a minute, which would be about half, which would be some not completely overclocked thing. So if I like do 10 refineries, I feel like that's a decent round number. Maybe 12. And that would be 3 per these guys, per each of these guys. I feel like I could do something like that. I feel like that would not be a ridiculous amount. So like 12 in total. Or if I did 4 each, that would be 16 in total. How much would that be? 16 times 80. 16 times 80 would be 1280. I'm gonna need a lot more space if I would want to do something like that. But I processed that all here so I don't have to carry as much on the train. Yeah, I actually am processing limestone to concrete. This is the only raw material I'm processing on site for my train setup because there's no build in the game that uses limestone. Every build in the game uses concrete. So let's do 12. So that will be 3 per. So I'll do 6 on this row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I need more motors. Yeah, okay, I think I'll do that. I feel like that's a good middle ground here. Constructor uses 4 megawatts versus refinery at 30 megawatts. Constructor will be more energy efficient if that's your concern. Well, I'm slightly energy concerned, but I think I'd rather not. The other thing is that this takes water as well. So, speed-wise, if I want speed, what would be the comparison here? Let me do this. This is way slower, right? This is less limestone efficient though too, and that is also a concern with the reduced number of mines available, or the limited number of mines, maybe I should say. That's also a concern. So I think I should just do wet concrete. It's just better in every way, or in most ways. Fused modular frames. Basically, I would need a lot more limestone mines to do the constructor build, I think. Alright, what else am I missing? Let me build a refinery and see what it is. No, we actually should have enough for the rest of those. Water does equal extractors plus pumps. Refineries in most cases are not easy on power, yeah. I think I'm less concerned about power than I am with... speed of construction and... converting... how many mines I have available. So I think that means refineries are my best option. I think. Damn it, I meant to paste, not copy. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay. I'll figure out how much water we need after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would fill these two guys up, and so then we do a second row. Fill these guys, a second row of 6. Go about right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the Mark II pumps require different pumps or just more pumps? Oh, Mark II pipes. You can use any pump with any pipe, but Mark II of pipes and pumps are both a lot better. Especially pumps. Mark II pumps are just so much better than Mark II pipes. Mark I pipe. I can't talk, man. Mark II pumps are so much better than Mark I pumps. Mark I pumps are a pain in the arse. Okay. Alright, so that is, I think, what I want to do with all this. Let me set up... It's time for our first break. Let me set up outputs for these guys to start. And so 3 of these guys will be together. And we're going to go up. Second level. We'll put the other guys below it. 2, 1, 2. This. And this will go into here. Do that. Get rid of these things. And then these guys. 2, 1, 2. This way. 2, 1, 2. Go into there. We will have mergers. 1, 2. Same thing here. Merger. Merger. He seems to use a lot less pumps by placing Mark IIs by placing elevated fluid buffers to fix the static pressure. Yeah, that's what I do because of Vega's explaining to me of how static pressure works. Which there's a really cool video if you want to see of that. Preach it, my friend. They did it poorly in this game. Check his VOD on the coal power plants. A regular chatter Vega helped him through it. Yeah. Vega also has a good 15-minute YouTube video explaining how fluid dynamics works. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That fluid dynamics video really helped me understand it. It's a little dry, which, what would you expect from a fluid dynamics video? But it had really good information. That was very helpful. Dry. I feel like that's a pun, talking about fluid dynamics. Damn it, I accidentally punned. I hate it when I do that. I accidentally punned. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Can I share the video? I don't have a link to it. Vega will probably be here at some point. I don't know if somebody on stream can. I don't think I ever made a command for that. I might need to make a command for that. Okay, that's gonna have a little bit of a wraparound. Am I okay with that? No, I'm not okay with that. Got a slight non-perfect curve, which bugs me a little bit, but not enough for me to change it. Merger. 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 Do I remember his YouTube name? You found a username Zombie Vega. That might be it. You know what? Actually, maybe I do have a link to it. I think I bookmarked it. Let me check it. I have so many bookmarks. Stream stuff. Visualize Satisfactory elevator by Vega. Visualizing the drone targeting glitch. No. Damn. I don't think. Unless I have a Satisfactory thing here. I don't think I have a link to it. Okay. Hopefully Zombie Shop has it. Let me click on it and I'll see.
Or I can downgrade it from an MK. Head lift means how high up the water has to go via.
I'm not sure if that's it or not. It might be. I'd have to watch it through more. But there you go. There's at least a thing. That might be a video that is helpful. And that might actually be the one. He might have actually done some more editing to the video too. All right. It's time for my first break. So, my friends, I hope you're having a good time. Just chilling out with trains today. I'm going to quickly stand up, stretch, use the restroom. We come back. We're going to actually get all the water and... Man, I'm going to have to get a lot of pipes. But I'll get all the water and all of the limestone to get this mixing going. So, y'all, I'll be back in just a bit. Thanks for the follow, White Horse. Appreciate that.